Alright guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tag name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron, but that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope. You'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack. Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay. I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble. We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers, but what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here. Do not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to kill me? Hey, do you have a read on the situation? Hey, what's with all the shaking? Looks like their bomber is down. Looks like they took down a bomber. Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary. Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest, and then second, you will attack the large Arusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy. You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them. You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons, but just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Ocean Air Force squadron is currently entering Arusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. Your mission is to get those guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected, so you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes. You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit. Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Arusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river, and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable. The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. So it looks like we're getting attention from above. If any credit is due, it should come to me. Prisoners deserve nothing. It seems headquarters is starting to view some of you in the penal unit as a valid military force, or at least that's what the rumors are saying. But that's bullshit. The only reason you're here is to atone for your crimes by carrying out missions.
Well, you sit on your ass and get medals.
You, solitary now. Okay, on to the briefing. In this mission, you're going into Erusian territory. We know the Erusian Forces communications facility to the north in the Waiapolo Mountains is linked to the swarm of drones. Your mission is critical. You will destroy the facility and then weaken those drones. As it's important, the enemy won't go down without a fight. The area is watched over by spy satellites. If discovered, expect AA missiles. Unless you have a death wish, you must use the clouds for cover around the sides and base of the mountains. Unless you have a death wish, I suggest you use the clouds for cover around the sides and base of the mountains. Use the clouds to hide from their satellites, and you just might have a chance to shake off their missiles. If you do find a missile on your tail, head to the clouds and pray. Let the missile kill you or crash into the rocks. That much freedom I will give. The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. Hold on, Count. It looks like your kill numbers are going up every day. You know what happens by giving false reports. Anyway, you other pilots should learn from him. I'm getting the hell out of this dump. And when I do, their kill count will make my star shine brighter. All right, fine. Besides, there's only one seat left, but just you and you alone. You're the only one allowed on board. That pipe. What exactly are you doing with it? Attention! I've received a communication from the General Staff Office. It seems your ability to carry out missions has gotten the attention of the higher-ups. All of you have been pardoned. The Ocean Air Force Base 444 Squadron is now officially legit. In celebration, you are to join the operation to take back the base on Tyler Island in southwestern Usea. The battle is underway, and the airport to the south has been reclaimed. However, fighting with the remaining forces in the north is still active. You will all be stationed at the airport. The battle is not letting up. We expect extensive losses to all involved. Still, the fact that we've gained new ground is a blessing. My time as CO of the penal base is over. All command personnel, including myself, are being moved to a base in far eastern Usea. However, we will be stopping to refuel in Bulgurdarest. It's in Erusian territory, with close ties to Osea. Even if we detour, we will still have to fly through Erusian airspace in the end. And that is where we will need you ex-cons to come in. I've selected a number of you with mission experience to provide support. That's all. Dismissed. Hey, Trigger, wait right there. Though I'm not entirely happy with the arrangement, you're going to provide support. The drones might attack again. If they do, protect my aircraft with your life. If the General Staff Office hadn't stepped in and requested you, your ass would have been sent to Tyler Island. You were covered in Harling's blood, yet you still are messing around behind the scenes. You breathe in a way I don't like, and I'll shoot you out of the damn sky. Actually, I'm grateful. Support was unreliable. Would you look at that? Support has kept me alive. Are we still not in the clear? Bandog, bastard. Bandog, enemy bandits. Do you have a read on the situation? Bandog, get some support in there fast. Tell them I requested it. Bandog, I see enemy aircrafts. They're right on us. Call our escorts back. Bandog, it's up to you to make sure the support stays in the air. Bandog, locate all SAM sites. Make sure support follows my orders to the letter. Count looks promising. He's got a good combat record. Damaged? Take out the goddamn missile and there'd be no damage. Escorts that go down do so in honorable service. Worthy of my praise. Flares. Release all the flares. Fun ain't over yet. Get in there. Better than being open to attack. Give me that. I'll do the talking. This is Base Commander McKinsey. He didn't listen to my order to stand down. Hey, what's with all the shaking? Are you sure you're qualified to fly? How are we still there? Why isn't anyone reporting? How many are left? How much further to the destination? Keep me updated. How the hell can we tell friend from foe in these clouds? We're flying blind in here. How's the fuel looking on this thing? I want you idiots to understand the gravity of this operation. I'm certain he'll be punished for taking down the unidentified aircraft. I'm taking charge of this farce. I've left my mark by proving the penal unit's ability as a usable military force. Is this thing gonna crash? My orders take priority. That's it. Oh, I see the city. Once we're over the border, we're safe. Hurry up. Spare two, don't you dare go flying off. I'll have your wings. Still not in the clear? Stop thinking about yourselves and focus your efforts on providing support. Successfully carry out this mission, and it'll give a good impression. Take down all aircraft that get close to this C-17. Take down anything that gets close to this craft. The General Staff Office seems to have the impression you didn't kill Harling, Trigger. The court at destination will reopen your case. The craft's shaking. This C-17 is something special. It's got reinforced armor. This craft is something special. It's got reinforced armor. This is Base Commander McKinsey. I apologize on behalf of that asshole. He really screwed up. This is significant for all of our forces. Remember, it was my plan to utilize the penal. This is significant for all of our forces. This mission is way too risky. Use those flares now! Missiles are coming! We're still not in the clear? What is that thing? Keep it away from this aircraft. What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to kill me? What the hell are you doing? Maintain altitude. Are you trying to kill me? What the hell are you doing? You're withdrawing? Stop! Basically, you have two options. Hide in the clouds, or dodge missiles outside of them. Destroy all the enemy's radar jamming facilities hidden throughout the mountains. However, some of you flew home against explicit orders. However, there are rocks directly below the clouds, and if you hit them, it's game over. I know you're unhappy with some of the missions you've been given, but that was all for the sake of the war. If you do that, you might be able to shake off any missiles. If you need supplies or repairs, get back to base by flying over the return line. It's also likely that you'll run into enemy aircraft, so make sure that you pick the right weaponry for air-to-air combat. It's unclear how capable that base is at dealing with fighters. Keep your mind on the job. Do as much damage to their base as you possibly can. Makes no difference now. Now listen, if the attack falters because we're out of supplies, you are required to use your planes as weapons. Once again, those with the greatest crimes fly first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. Remember, every weapon we have is valuable, so prioritize targets and aim carefully. The enemy base is swarming with hostiles. Be ready for a fight. The enemy has AA artillery and an armored corps, so don't expect them to lay out the red carpet for you. We did get a call direct from command. We're going to fly through the dangerous airspace around Bulgurdarest City and use its airport to refuel. While on the move, even if we manage to avoid the combat zone,